Yo, this is Blair, and I'm actually redoing. You may have been on live stream I just did. I just did something, I don't know what I was thinking, but I started a live stream without plugging in my earphones and my mic here. And I was like, wait a second. I just literally, I was like 2 minutes into the video and I realized I'd forgotten that. And I guess, sometimes you just space out. So I decided to go ahead and cancel that last video and redo it. Now, I don't know if you guys in the last video heard me or not, but anyway, the sound is definitely better with the earphones and the mic. Okay. Better, yeah. So I don't know what I was doing. I was like, started the video, I'm like, wait a minute, I haven't plugged in my earphones or I don't have my mic. I don't know, sometimes, you space out. Anyway, let's get back into what I was talking about. So what I'm going to talk about here on this video are 3 important targeting tricks to help you crush it at Christmas, okay? Guys, you know how big Christmas is? This is how big this is, guys. Every single year, through the network, right, of all these eCom sellers and stuff like that, right, there's 1, sometimes 2 people who go from just, a little bit moderate success or even no success to becoming a millionaire. I've seen this happen 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, okay? 7 years in a row, okay? Now, I don't want to give you a false belief that you can become a millionaire easily, because you can't, okay? That is definitely, all the stars need to align, okay? You got to have the right products, you got to have the right niche, you got to have everything just right for that incredible thing to happen. However, it opens your mind to what is possible. Okay, so if there can be a very small number of people who become millionaires during this time of year, that means that you earning $10,000 profit, $20,000 profit, $30,000 profit, 50, 100, 200,000 during the October to December Christmas sales season is totally doable. Okay, again, I'm not going to say you're going to. I can't guarantee results at all, but it is doable, and I see people do it all the time. It happens every year, and it's a good number of people, okay? So, I'm pointing out because I want you to build your belief that it's possible, because it totally is. You can have massive, and it makes no fucking difference whatsoever where you are right now. You could have never sold even 1 item in eCom, and during this hot Christmas season, and why is that? Because it's Christmas, guys. Q4, there's Halloween. I got to get my Halloween promos going October 1st. That's when I always start Halloween. My Halloween promos in October. Just right now, I suppose it's 26 or 27. I gotta get on that and get it going. Okay, so Halloween, Black Friday weekend, Cyber Monday, Christmas buying frenzy, guys. The opportunity is massive. All right, now, I want to also point out here before I get into this targeting, you guys may or may not notice, but I started this new practice. I've been doing it 3 weeks in a row now. Every single Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, I'm doing a short webinar, 15 to 30 minutes long, okay? I'm deliberately doing it short, a targeted focus lesson on 1 key element, right, every single week. So, if you want to get involved in that, you want to go to ecomvantage.com and opt in, and you get on a mailing list and you get notifications about that. Or just pay attention to my Facebook feed. We will be posting about it regularly. Okay. All right, so let's talk about the 3 targeting techniques. 2 of them I talked about in the webinar I just did the other day. And I'm going to explain it verbally, which is the reason why I did those techniques on a webinar, because really demonstrating it is more powerful. All right. The 3rd one is very easy to understand. Talk about that one last. Okay, and the 3rd one is actually is the most consistent money maker, right? It's the most consistent way to make money at Christmas, okay? All right, so the first one is audience insights, okay? So you guys all know about audience insights. I'm sure everyone here has heard about audience insights. Every trainer and coach uses audience insights, okay? So you guys, and by the way, audience insights is a great tool to use when you want to expand your targets when you're scaling. Because this assumes that you, 1, have a winning product, 2, you've done, you have some interests that are working, right? So let's say you have the word, I don't know, let's pick the word, let's do swimming. Okay, say there's some I don't know, the England Swimming Championship, right? Is the interest that's working for you, the target that's working for you to sell your swimming product, right? This is just made up, right? And this is hypothetical, right? You go into Audience Insights and you put in English Swimming Championship, and you start looking, and you go to the page likes, and you start looking at Facebook suggestions. And Facebook's going to suggest a lot of stuff that makes sense. Maybe some swimsuit companies, some famous Olympic swimmers, things like that, right? And those are logical. And you're going to start testing those, and that's fine. But then Facebook's going to suggest some things that are totally bizarre. Like, for example, knitting. Or, I don't know, mountain climbing, right? Or something that's completely doesn't even make sense at all. I mean, your mind, it's a disconnect. How can that possibly be related? Well, about 3 years ago, I remember this. This was back in 2016. I'm using Audiences as I always do, and I'm seeing stuff in there. And I'm like, wow, man, this is weird. I can't believe Facebook's suggesting this. And I just decided, you know what? I'm gonna create a campaign. I remember literally doing this, and I called the name of my product, right? Unnatural targets. I called it unnatural targets because these are targets that don't make sense. Just on the surface of it, it doesn't make sense. And I said I launched about 10 of them from the Facebook's Audience Insights suggestions, and of those 10, 7 of them were really successful ad sets. Made me a lot of money. 3 of them didn't work. And I was like, wow. And what occurred to me, there's a couple things that occurred to me there. Why is it that this works? Why is it this works? Well, there's 3 reasons, okay? Number one is, there's four reasons. Number one, you have a winning product anyway, okay? So unnatural targets will not work on a losing product. Don't even think about trying it. But it will work when it's a winning product. Or could work, not will work, but it could work when it's a winning product. Number 2, the power of the Facebook pixel, right? Since about 2014, Facebook's really been focusing on making the pixel learn. Learn about your site, learn about your customers, learn about, learn, right? And so it's got built-in data. Again, unnatural targets won't work well on a new store, right? But if you have a built-up pixel with purchase data, right, a good number of purchase data, add to carts, view contents, and initiate checkouts, Facebook's able to leverage that data and go into that pocket of audience that's unnatural, right? It doesn't make sense, and find the people that are the right people. The third reason is that there are actually people in that group. I mean, Facebook's suggesting that target in the first place because there's enough people. Facebook's not just randomly adding that to the page likes, right? They're actually saying, look, there's enough people in this target that it makes sense. So Facebook actually has a rhyme or reason to be suggesting that, even though sometimes it seems totally crazy. Okay, it does. Some of the targets that Facebook said, I'm like, wow, man, that's bizarre. But there's enough people in that pocket of audience that you can actually get results from targeting it. Okay, and then the fourth reason why this works is that you're essentially the only one. Or you and a few other people are the only one taking your product. For example, we're talking about the swimming product, okay? And taking the swimming product and targeting mountain climbers, right? You're the only one that you're not up against a lot of competition. Because of this reason, unnatural targets can actually work well if you have all the elements in place that I just talked about, right? That's one way. Okay, now the other thing is, this next thing I'm going to talk about is, guys, when now, it's true, the opportunity is there in Q4, but everyone knows this, right? So that means the competition is also heavy. So there's a huge opportunity, but also huge competition. Well, how do you counter that? You counter that by being different. And one of the coolest ways that I found to find unusual targets, and a lot of these targets are small, and so you have to find many of them, is I love to go on to competitors' pages, or even my own fan page. Look at the people who are commenting recently, right? So just to say John Smith comments recently, right? I go on my page or my competitor's page, I go and I look at John Smith's Facebook, right? And I go and I look under more, and I look for the page likes, what he likes. Now, some people hide that information on their PayPal and you won't be able to see it. Oh, sorry guys, I pushed the wrong button there. Oh, now you get to see the garden that I'm sitting in. I'm sitting in this beautiful garden area. I come here and work all the time outdoors. Anyway, so we know John Smith is commenting on my page or someone else's page, right? The competitor's page. Go to their profile, and not everyone you go to will have the information available, because a lot of people block that information, but a good number of people don't care. So they'll literally have the page liked, and you go there and you look at what they've liked. And there's tons of cool stuff that will come up that you never even thought of. You never even thought of, and literally you're just following the path, right? Okay, this person's engaged in my page, they clearly like our stuff, or this person's engaged in my competitor's page, they clearly like their stuff, they're my competitors, same niche. Okay, let's see what else they like. And then you start testing out those targets, right? And again, not all of them are targetable, just like Audience Insights, but a good number of them will be. Beautiful trick, okay? Define unlimited amount of targets. And guys, people complain all the time, I don't have enough targets. Well, if you follow what I just mentioned to you, you almost never run out of targets. Okay. The third way is use what I call reverse targeting. Okay, and I love reverse targeting. Okay, so you will take a product, for example, and I love targeting women for gifts for men, for their boyfriend or husband, right? So take a product, right, and your ad copy should read something like this: would your husband or would your boyfriend or would your man love this? And then you're literally targeting the females, not the men. The end user can be the man, but you're basically saying, hey, go buy this gift for your boyfriend or husband or whatever. And you can do the opposite the other way, right? Or you can target grandmas for gifts for their granddaughter, or moms for the gift for the daughter, or daughters the gift for the grandma or the mother, right? Reverse targeting is so powerful, guys, and it really, really works well during the gift giving season. Okay, now for those of you who think this is some awesome stuff, I have to be honest with you, this is just the sliver of the iceberg. There's so much more cool shit in my mastermind and course group, right? Plus, you get my online ongoing support. Every single week I'm in the group doing live stream Q&As, helping them out 2 to 3 times a week. Plus my ongoing course. The support level, people are blown away when they come and they see my support. It's just $1,000 a year to be in. Guys, just think about that. $1,000 a year. Literally, one tip, one new idea could pay for the course. What I mean, think of it. This is, say you're making, okay, after ad spend, you make, after all your expenses, ad spend, whatever, $10 a product, right? How many products do you need to sell to pay off for $1,000? It's not, and guys, you could sell that in a day. There are many, many people in my group or mastermind who are doing 100, 200 sales a day. So literally, once you have a hot product and everything, and you know the technique and methods, you could literally pay for the $1,000 in one day. It's totally possible. Okay, so it's nothing, and it's $1,000 a year, and the difference this can make in your life and your business is massive. So you want to go to, I'll put the link in the thread below this video, but you want to go to ecomvantage.com/VIP. ecomvantage.com/VIP. Also, one last thing I want to mention, if you're interested in my private coaching, private message me. I've decided with Q4 coming, I'll take on one more student, maybe 2 more, but 1 or 2 more. If you're interested in that, private message me. Guys, is my coaching worth it? I'm going to give you a mind-blowing thing, right? Even I'm to this point, this stage, mind-blown. But Custom Cat, which is the #1 biggest print-on-demand supplier, right? And by the way, I have coaching students who are both doing dropshipping and print-on-demand. The marketing system is the same, right? Just the product style and how you create products is different between POD and dropshipping, but the marketing is all the same. Whether you're doing print-on-demand or you're doing dropshipping, the marketing doesn't change at all. Okay, exactly the same. Anyway, Custom Cat has 15,000 stores with their app installed. 15,000. And of those 15,000, this is according to their own data. Alex Phillips, from you can go and check with him, ask him. He told me, man, I'm blown away. 10 of our top 20 sellers are in your course and mastermind. Just think about that. What are the mathematical odds? And they're getting referrals from other gurus and teachers, not just me. Okay? So, yeah, honestly, I think you're insane if you don't sign up for my course and mastermind. And you're obviously not hungry for success. All right, guys. Anyway, cheers. I'll see you in the next video.